What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are back down here, girl. We are back down here. We are back, because I just left and came back. I had to do like a little supplemental video to the Married to Medicine video because I wanted to read some comments because I knew that I wanted to hear what the people were saying about what they saw last night. So I read a little bit of the comments. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know that you stopped by. Y'all, Angie Stone died. That's crazy. In a car accident. Oh my God. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Don't worry, I'm lawyered up. Hold on. Well, we're halfway through the show, which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile. Don't worry, I'm lawyered up. Well, not don't worry, I'm lawyered up. Because you know Drake likes to sue, honey. She likes to go down to the courthouse. I will not. Y'all will not. Girl, what? Ah, girl. That's good. That joke was funny. Girl, go away. Girl, shut up. You're always mad about something. That was a funny joke. I'm sorry. Conan O'Brien, the Oscars were last night. So we were talking about Angie Stone, y'all. Let me go into Angie Stone. Angie Stone died in a car accident, right? Um, which is crazy as hell because she was on tour. And she was on tour. And it was crazy because I was watching Chris, Alex, and the Brooke Ashley. They were doing pop roast. They were down there talking. I was watching them. And I think somebody put it in the comments because then Brooke started looking in her phone, Alex started looking at his phone, Chris started looking at his phone, and there wasn't that many reports. And then I think Alex was like, "Oh, it's fake, it's not real. That was just a rumor." And then they oh shit, hold on. They wonder, were they breathing heavy? Girl, what was that? Okay. Singer Angie Stone was reportedly passed away this morning following a tragic car accident. We send our heartfelt prayers and condolences to her family and friends. Um, yeah, she was in a car accident, and she was the only one who did not survive the car accident. It's crazy. It says she was speaking on her, she was doing a live and she was talking about all my royalty. Out of listen. Now Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They have taken all the monies that were due to me. So I'm truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. What happened 2 days before my show? Whew. But God, I'm trying to keep from crying because the devil was very, very, very particular in targeting me. I was rushed to the hospital because I wasn't breathing so well. Came to find out, I had what was a bacterial blood infection that I had gotten when they stuck me with a needle. It had went into my bloodstream and caused a staph infection of the blood. Now, I didn't have a clue that there was a blood infection until they rushed me into ICU. I went into ICU and I went to use the restroom and I passed out in the restroom. My oxygen went all the way down. It rendered me basically unconscious. When I came back to, the nurses began to tell me that I was screaming for Jesus because when I went down, I'm sorry, back at the ranch was as I was coming through all of this, I soon found out that one of the biggest companies that I was with, Universal Music, it's the second part of the ugly truth. We began to research things to check on my royalties and my statements and things that of that nature, only to find out excuse me, guys, a lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. Find out Universal Music has. They stole her music. They stole her music. How did everyone walk away from the accident except for her? Yeah, Angie Stone, y'all, that was crazy. Somebody had drove by the accident too. They showed that. But her talking about this, and then all of a sudden, she's dead. And they be taking life insurance policies out on them as well. And the record labels take life insurance policies out on these artists. So when they die, they get paid. They get paid. And then there was some other talks about Angie Stone grooming D'Angelo. She and D'Angelo got together when she was 30 and he was 19. That's so gross to me. That is, I was like, ugh, I didn't know. I didn't, this entire time, I did not know that there was an age gap between D'Angelo and Angie Stone. I did not know that. And I always remember the narrative was, how is this fine ass man with this woman who is not conventionally attractive, not attractive in the music industry, not attractive, on, she's not conventionally, she's a dark skinned, big woman. What in the hell, I'm just speaking what the narrative was. And that's why he broke up with her, and how did they end up together. And he didn't, once he started rising to the top, he dropped her. That was always the narrative. I have never heard until she died that she was 30 and he was 19. I did not know that. That is so gross to me. I don't care. There's either way, if it's either way, whatever way it goes, that age gap is too much. That is crazy as hell. 19, you 30 years old, and you messing with somebody with teen in their age. That's too much. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. I don't care who the 30-year-old is. That's weird. I don't care. I do not care. Sending prayers to Angie Stone and D'Angelo's son, Michael Archer, as he celebrated his birthday just one day before his mother's passing. He's 28. He's 28 years old. How sad. Stop ignoring her oldest child, her daughter. I don't know. I don't know much about Angie Stone. I'm not a big neo soul girl. I was not a big neo soul girl. Like, I know some songs and stuff like that, but I don't even know why Angie Stone would have been put into neo soul. But anyways, um, even Nate and I were talking about that the other day, how neo soul like literally was okay. Shout out to Kedar for making it up, and shout out to him, and wonderful. But I felt like it kind of pigeonholed all of those artists that should have been R&B, like even Jill Scott. Jill Scott should not be considered a neo new soul artist. She's just straight up R&B. Like, that's just what it is. But anyway, so I'm not a big, I do, know some Angie Stone songs, but I wasn't a big Angie Stone fan. So I don't know anything about Angie Stone. I know she showed up one day and she looked different. And then we saw this, this FaceTime that she was doing with her subscribers and her supporters talking about this stuff. And then this accident, and it's terrible. It's such a terrible thing for people to go like that, to go tragically like that. And then I thought about, like, growing up, there was always this thing that celebrities go in threes, like public figures go in threes.
Like one public figure goes, then another one. So I thought about Gene Hackman, and I was like Angie Stone. So I don't know, like we don't know who the. I mean, I don't know if anybody has died in the last couple of days, but like usually they go in threes. Have y'all ever heard of that? We used to always say that public figures go in threes. But anyways, so shout out to Angie Stone to all her contributions. I'm sure you know, there will be, you know, people giving tributes to her all over the internet, all over. People were posting Angie Stone, you know, songs and what their favorite Angie Stone song is and how they were fans. Some people posted they were just at her show the night before the accident, and you know, so it's really sad. It's just really sad. So shout out to Angie Stone and her family, and I hope they don't have any issues. I'm sure they will with her royalties and the record label. Um, yeah, it's really sad. Her daughter confirmed on Facebook. Yeah, that's sad. Very sad. 63 years old. Yeah, everybody was shocked. Yeah, everybody is shocked. What a horrible way to go at her age and point in life. So random. I know. So random. Shout out to Angie Stone. Let's see what else is happening down to the blogs, y'all. Oh, hold on one second.
Capacity, I feel that it's necessary if I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate that I start to advocate for myself and also advocate for my daughter. For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Anthony. My daughter is Kaylee Anthony. My parents are George and Cindy Anthony.
Casey Anthony, what the fuck are you talking about?
And in great detail why it's so important for people to protect their privacy.
All right, let's see. The Oscars happened last night. Jokes were made. Let's see. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo performed Defying Gravity. Let me not play a clip from the Oscars, honey. I don't want to hear nothing out their mouth. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Oh my God. What is this man with this see through beard doing down here again? Slim Thug. Oh my God. Ugh. I'm sorry. Every time I see Erica Mena, I be like, ugh, like you are so whack to me. You are weak. I feel like you're a weak whack. Wick, wick, whack. Tyra Banks addresses criticisms of America's Next Top Model. We fought to bring diversity to the television show. Did we get it right? Hell no. Let's listen.
Over 20 years ago, I created a television show called America's Next Top Model. And I fought, and you guys have no idea how hard we fought to bring the diversity to that television show at a time where it didn't exist, to show different beauties at a time when the world was like, what? You casting that and what is that? A time when people in the fashion industry were telling me, oh, you putting the girls in the hood on your show? I was like, why can the girl from the trailer park become a supermodel, but the girl that's chilling in the park in the hood can't? And we fought and we struggled, but we made it happen. Did we get it right? Hell no, I said some dumb shit. But I refuse to have my legacy be about some stuff linked together on the internet.
Oh,
When there were 24 cycles of changing the world. We all evolve. We all get better together. And I am so excited that I and so many of us has opened that door for others to follow. And now my 51-year-old dimple, cellulite, bigger tummy, 10 million times bigger titties is walking through that door that I opened with all of us behind us on that runway saying, baby, it's just beginning. Thank you so much, Mama.
all right. What y'all think about Tyra Banks? I loved America's Next Top Models. We know some of the girls from America's Next Top Model. We wouldn't know Eva. I mean, we probably would have known Eva somehow, some way. She was bound to. Yaya, all the girls, they are always saying different things about America's Next Top Model and the things that they would not have gotten away with, the microaggressions. Janice Dickinson on her own, just like, ugh. The things that they would say to the girls in this day, like now, because we are more sensitive. And that's why when people are like, oh, you're so sensitive, but the sensitivity allows us to know when something is wrong. If you weren't sensitive, if you were just hard, you would not know when, oh no, we shouldn't be talking to these girls like this. I always thought they wanted to mimic what they were experiencing in the real life modeling industry, and how the people are, and how, all the things that you're going to deal with, all of the racism, the bigotry, the eating disorders, the, all of the things. So dealing with the rejection, dealing with how harsh the people are to tell you about who you are, and making sure that people are authentic. We saw girls break down. We saw so many things. And then when they talk about their experience, no, you're not going to get away with that this day and age. You're not going to do that. You're not going to get away with this type of, but we see in competition shows, the formula is still get them liquored up, have their inhibitions fall down, and that's the formula. Give them hard challenges to do, see how they can, you know, deal under pressure and conflict and all of that other stuff. And then on top of that, the girls being younger people, and still having to like deal with your emotions, and then dealing with different personalities of people in an unnatural environment, but then also trying to mimic the modeling industry. So no, they didn't get it right. And Tyra knows that, but I agree with her. Like, we're at a different time. No, you would not. And was it right then? No, it wasn't right then. Even if it was excused, doesn't make it right. So whether it was excused 15 years ago, that didn't make it right then. Doesn't mean it was right. That's because people were not, vocal about it. And then you don't have these platforms. Social media has made a way for people to get their stories out, to talk about, their experiences. Oliver Twixt, he interviews, he has like a whole series. He has interviewed so many people from America's Next Top Model. Lisa, remember Lisa Diamato? Remember her? He interviewed her. She was pretty to me. With her, she had like her face. She was pretty to me. A lot of the, like Tyra said, a lot of the faces that even though I feel like in modeling there were those kind of weird looking faces, gaps, a bunch of freckles, not of so what you think is a perfect looking, and what is perfect looking. You understand what I'm saying? It's all of this, and then people being able to tell you you don't look this way, and then like I said, all of these variables for these young women being told these things. I feel like it was just mimicking what would be happening in the real modeling industry for the girls. But a lot, and Tyra's telling the truth, a lot of us wouldn't know who these people were if that wasn't the catalyst to their introduction to us. We wouldn't know. We may have, some of those women might have gone on to, be in movies and things like that. And look at Eva and how successful she is. She was even on Housewives and doing all the movies. You know what I'm saying? So we wouldn't have known who she was. I feel like Eva, we probably would have known who she was, regardless of if she went on America's Next Top Model. But she won. She's beautiful, Eva the Diva. Yaya, all the girls, all the people on the show. I stopped watching it. I want to say, I don't remember. I don't. I've stopped watching it. I think maybe around 2000. It probably had to be 2006, probably. And I don't know how long it lasted. I don't remember what year it went off. But I stopped watching it. I think they added guys to the competition. I remember that, but I wasn't watching it then. And I don't know. I don't know how it was towards the end, but yeah, I enjoyed America's Next Top Model. I did. I thought it was so good. I loved it. Um, but Jade, you remember Jade? I like Jade. Is she still modeling? I'm sure she is. There was a lot of people that were like, and then their personalities, it's going, I don't know. I thought America's Next Top Model was for its time. Like Tyra did her thing. So that's all I have to say about that. All right, let's see what else is happening, girl. Kourtney Kardashian slams rumors son Mason has a baby. My son really values his privacy, and I'm asking all media to please be respectful. He's a kid with feelings, a beautiful life ahead of him. Please stop spreading false narratives and spinning lies. And to all the other people making videos about my kids, who, by the way, are minors, please stop and leave them alone. These accounts that pretend to be him are definitely not, they are fake. I rarely address rumors or conspiracies regarding myself or my family, but this is about my child, and it feels wrong to let anyone think for a second that these lies are remotely true. They are not. So I guess there was a rumor that Mason had a child, Kourtney and Scott's oldest son. And so she came out and said that it's not true. So we'll see. Oh my God. Elon and Siobhan Zillis welcome a 14th child. Selden Lacrugas. Okay. What do those names mean? Snoop Dogg's daughter, Cory Broadus, welcomes a baby at 25 weeks. Wow. 25 weeks? Oh my goodness. 2 months after announcing the news, the princess arrived at 6 months, expressing her joy and vulnerability. Oh, good for her. Okay, shout out to her and her new baby. Oh, she was born at 25 weeks. I know that baby was little. I had my son at 29 weeks, and he was only 3 pounds. So I can imagine. I can even imagine. So shout out to Cory Broadus and her new little baby princess. I don't know what the baby's name is. All right, I think that's it. Sara, she's suing Puffy over abuse and mismanaging her career. Sarah Rivers, a former singer of Diddy's Making the Band, has filed a lawsuit against him, MTV, and several others, alleging mistreatment during her time on the show. The lawsuit filed by an attorney, Ariel Mitchell, claims Diddy subjected Rivers to abusive situations, including the infamous Cheesecake Walk and Making the Band 2, and being forced to sleep in a room with 4 men while married. Period. Whether you were married or not, sleeping in a room with 4 dudes that you don't even really fucking know. Rivers also alleges Diddy sexually harassed her and assaulted her and mismanaged her career for personal gain. Diddy's legal team denies accusations, calling them false and claiming they're opportunistic, especially with the deadline for the New York's Gender Motivated Violence Act approaching. Um, how long was Making the Band? I don't believe Cassie is Diddy's only victim, but a lot of these lawsuits being filed against him are pure clout chasing money grabs. Has Aubrey filed a lawsuit? Because I imagine Aubrey's lawsuit would probably look the same. I imagine it will probably look the same. Hold on a second. Okay. All right, y'all. That's I don't know what to say about that. I mean, get whatever you need to do. He's being sued by so many people. At this point, it's just basically um for the record, because he's not going to have any money to divvy out to all these people. Portia Williams claims Simon Guobadia illegal immigration attempts led to ICE detention and heated divorce battle. She's another one. She didn't read the Yelp reviews either. That man's been scamming since 81. You were born, weren't you born in 81? Girl, give me a break. And you got with that man to do what? For some money? Next time, don't get married for a check.
You don't have them now? He put your ass out. Next time, don't get married for a check.
Girl. All right, y'all, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.